Kendrick Lamar is going to change hip hop forever. I got a video here from Rap Royalty TV. They're a small YouTube channel, but they did this video here about K-Dot, and I kind of like I like what I saw so far. So I'm gonna redo the rest of the reaction with you guys. Appreciate. Boy, I can't talk today. I appreciate y'all coming through, hanging out with me. This is Peapod Cove. If it's your first time, I appreciate you coming through, checking us out. And if you're back, I appreciate you coming back. Want to support the channel, hit the like button. So let's get to it. We're not going to waste any time.
What happened? Man, Peanut is what happened. Had me hot on my mama, hot. 7, 7, 7, 7. Back to back to back to back. Bro, I was mad. He was all in my bag, in my pockets, in my whole duffel. I was ready to get out.
Basically what he is saying, he saved up his money to get a local barbershop. He then made a friendly business wager with Peanut in hopes to secure more money for his business, but eventually losing it all with one roll of the dice.
All right, folks, get ready because Kendrick Lamar is on the verge of complete
knowledge is power. Come on, Kate. Oh, let's do it.
Transforming the future of hip hop in the coming weeks. We're barely into the second half of the 2020s, and judging by Kendrick's planned moves, let alone what he's already done, you can see this is all part of a bigger plan. He's positioning himself not just as hip-hop's loudest voice, but as the most significant figure in music overall. While the previous top voice in music is tied up in lawsuits, Kendrick is gearing up to dominate, performing at the Super Bowl, likely hitting the Grammys, and taking over stadiums across North America. Yes, he gave us 3 #1 songs last year. And yes, he dropped a project with GNX in November, but the sign...
That's crazy. He's going to clean up the awards. I can't wait for that to see how it go down. And what's the song that cleans it up with? Because we all know what it's going to be.
It's point to much more on the horizon. Just look at his expression in that thumbnail. Does that seem like someone who's reached their peak? He's made it clear he wants to tear down the status quo and rebuild it, and he's moving in all the right ways to do so, reshaping hip-hop along the way. This upcoming Super Bowl performance, in particular, feels like a pivotal moment. Rivalry with Drake already shook things up, and Kendrick's massive 2024 proved he could balance star power, authenticity, and hometown culture in ways we hadn't seen before. But the Super Bowl? That's a whole other level. This performance is an opportunity to elevate himself into the elite circle of globally recognized artists.
For real, once you do the Super Bowl, you become bigger because it's all about streaming now. Nobody goes out and actually buy physical albums anymore. So when you appear on the Super Bowl and your songs are going to be streamed, whether if it's that day or the day after, those numbers are going to add up because this is a world event. And this is the same reason why the people that perform at the Super Bowl don't get paid, because you're going to get paid after doing an event this big because everyone's going to want you to perform for them. And the fact that he got a stadium tour coming up after that, there's only time before they announce the world tour with him and SZA. They're definitely going to go somewhere overseas, because those fans over there are going to want it too. In Europe, Spain, they're going to all want it. So whoever do the Super Bowl is cashing in. Cha-ching.
Consider recent Super Bowl acts. Rihanna performed there and soon after hit billionaire status while staying one of the most streamed artists, even without dropping an album in nearly a decade. Seriously, we need that Rihanna album.
I don't think Rihanna is ever going to put any more music out. I think that Super Bowl performance was probably one of her last hurrahs. She may do another Super Bowl, but I don't see her doing another album. From what they said, there's so many issues going on with the label, so who knows?
The Weeknd followed his Super Bowl performance with stadium tours that lasted nearly 2 years. Usher went from the Super Bowl to a huge Las Vegas residency. Snoop Dogg leveraged his appearance to reach the Olympics, and 50 Cent, who almost missed out on his Super Bowl moment with Dr. Dre, went on to complete one of hip-hop's highest grossing tours ever. In short, the Super Bowl shines a massive spotlight on its performers, and Kendrick is about to step into that limelight like never before.
And I've saying all that, we did speculate when GNX dropped that there possible was another album coming. So the Super Bowl is near. We're about, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks out? And if he was to drop another album going into the Super Bowl, whew, that's going to be even more fire and just, whew. I'm still hoping that happens. You know, there's been a lot of clues and breadcrumbs that say he is going to drop another album. When, we don't know.
Every project Kendrick has ever dropped, we've seen how intentional and detail-oriented he is. Every piece of his work is packed with creativity and meaning. There's no doubt this performance will be layered with visual storytelling and Easter eggs building on the foundation he laid in 2024 and the themes he explored in GNX. Like fostering peace in LA and uplifting his city, Kendrick Lamar is bringing the West Coast sound back to the forefront of hip-hop. And it's clear this Super Bowl performance will reflect that. From the guests to the visuals, song selections, and cultural references, this is poised to be a standout global showcase. Recently, a trailer dropped revealing SAA as a guest performer, which is a perfect pairing for the moment. However, it's
SAA, Scissor. You don't know how to say Scissor? I say it for you, brother. You're doing pretty good on everything else, but that's Scissor.
Likely we'll see more guests beyond SAA, which we'll touch on shortly. As always with Kendrick, everything from the visuals to the music carries deliberate intent. Take the promo image Apple Music released. It labels Kendrick as hip-hop's MVP, headlining the Super Bowl halftime show with SAA as his special guest. Notice the color.
Scissor, SAA.
Colors he's wearing: purple. Mixing red and blue creates purple, symbolizing the unity Kendrick is.
That was the Last Supper, wasn't it?
Trying to promote between rival LA gangs. This aligns with his message of fostering peace in the city, a theme seen throughout his work. For example, during his previous pop-up show, he brought rival gang members on stage while wearing a red hoodie. In the Squabble Up music video, he paid homage to iconic West Coast art while sporting a blue hoodie and hat. Now the purple attire. In this promo is another visual statement of unity. What better way to amplify this message than by performing hits from his latest album featuring various West Coast artists? We might even see Not Like Us performed live. Helping him bring this vision to life is his right-hand man, Dave Free, who co-founded PG Lang with Kendrick. More than a manager, Dave is a filmmaker responsible for directing Kendrick's music videos and producing his pop-up shows. Together, they've created meaningful visuals like the ones for Cash App commercials. And this collaboration ensures the Super Bowl show will be meticulously crafted. The trailer hints at Kendrick's preparation, showing him on a football field during a phone call. He talks about conditioning his body and preparing for the Super Bowl, saying, "This field is a lot bigger than people think." This connects to lyrics from Man at the Garden, where he rapped about waking up at 6 a.m. and running 6 miles daily, symbolizing his readiness.
That's a pretty good connection right there. I didn't even think of that. Because he did say the Super Bowl is a lot bigger than you think. This field is a lot bigger than you think. He did mention that.
To embrace the opportunities he's worked hard for. Kendrick's mention of the field being a lot bigger also ties to Drake and J. Cole's first-person shooter, where they compared their collaboration to the Super Bowl. Here, Kendrick asserts that the Super Bowl is even bigger than that. This isn't just another halftime show. This is Kendrick Lamar, a calculated artist with a team of creative minds poised to make a cultural shift. His mission, evident since 2024, will only become more pronounced in 2025, and this performance is set to be a defining moment. Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl trailer hints at intentional themes and potential guest appearances. As he says, "I've been thinking about a guest performance." SZA pours blue liquid over him. This visual could symbolize unity, similar to the blue Gatorade poured on players the last time LA won the Super Bowl. The image also mirrors Drake and SZA's Slime You Out cover.
Now, I played sports and they had different color Gatorade, but was this, let me know down in the comments, did they pick a specific color for that because it was the Dodgers? I know there's Dodger Blue, but this is the first I'm hearing about that. I'm usually in baseball. I'm a Yankee fan, as you can see. But let me know down in the comments.
Where Halle Berry was slimed. There's speculation. This visual connects to Kendrick and Drake's subtle rivalry. SNZO's history with Drake, including her recent reluctance to discuss their past relationship, adds intrigue. Kendrick stands near the 28-yard line. February 28 is a Friday, hinting at potential new music. A marching band in a train.
February 28th. Like I said, I know we did speculate there might be a new album coming, but wouldn't it make more sense to drop it before the Super Bowl? I mean, with K-Dot, he's strategic, so he doesn't really care about the fame but he drops an album before the Super Bowl, and the numbers are going to go through the roof. But I did find it weird that when he was in that commercial standing at the 28, 30-ish line, that's kind of where the coach usually stand, but he was kind of standing there specifically. So maybe there's a nugget. I'll go with it.
Trailer sparked rumors that Tyler, the creator, might be a guest performer, as the visuals resemble his album trailer. Tyler even commented on Kendrick's post. Kendrick could bring Tyler out for a collaboration, possibly tied to their previous works. In the first trailer, Kendrick tossed footballs, seemingly referencing Beyonce catching footballs in her halftime show announcement. Kendrick stated, "There's only one chance to win a championship," potentially responding to Drake's Game 2 comments, which now align with.
After that, then Drake started spiraling and crying. He doesn't want to take he doesn't want to let me run it back. So I'm going to sue everyone.
His online ventures. Everything in Kendrick's visuals feels deliberate. His close affiliate, DJ Head, suggested we should expect intentional artistry in the Super Bowl performance. Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance is expected to feature intentional imagery, messaging, and potentially shocking elements, according to DJ Head. He emphasized that Kendrick's wardrobe, props, and visuals will carry deep cultural significance, promoting themes of peace, unity, and empowerment, particularly tied to his hometown. DJ Head also noted Kendrick's underrated humor, which could become more evident in his upcoming project with the creators of South Park, rumored to be a musical.
I can't wait to see what Kung Fu Kenny will do with that. Now, that sounds like it'll be an amazing project, because he's going to definitely interject the Afrocentric culture into that. And I'm curious to see how it turns out.
This could be a shift from Kendrick's recent serious demeanor as seen in Mr. Morale and his GNX era visuals, where he appeared stoic or mission-driven. Kendrick's history of embedding Easter eggs and layered meanings in his work suggests the Super Bowl performance will follow suit, leaving fans with much to analyze. Kendrick Lamar's stoic demeanor and newfound confidence, especially in 2024, align with his serious artistic direction, as seen in Not Like Us and other recent works. Even after monumental victories, such as the release of Not Like Us, Kendrick remains unfazed, maintaining a composed, almost detached demeanor. DJ Head called this K-Fu Kenny energy, reflecting the...
That's Kung Fu Kenny, my G. Kung Fu Kenny energy. Let's go.
Calm of a true warrior. Regarding Kendrick's potential Super Bowl performance, there's speculation about whether he'll perform Not Like Us, despite Drake's ongoing defamation lawsuit. Drake's goal has been to block the song from public platforms, including a Super Bowl performance. However, UMG has been countering Drake's legal efforts by delaying hearings and flooding his team with documents to stall progress, similar to their approach during Lil Wayne's lawsuit against Cash Money and UMG years ago. The hearing for the New York defamation lawsuit has been pushed to early March after the Super Bowl, potentially giving Kendrick the opportunity to perform the track before any rulings. UMG...
That's crazy. I thought that was kind of weird that they pushed it back so far, but that gave K-Dot the green light to go crazy. Now, maybe the team is hoping that they win the suit and they recoup all this money that they're going to lose. But we'll see what happens. I still don't. I still think that Drake don't have a fighting shot with this.
He has also moved
lawsuit. Is that Drake on stage right there? That looks like Drake at the synagogue or whatever.
To dismiss Drake's related Texas petition, where he sought depositions and data to build his case. These legal maneuvers may ensure Not Like Us remains free to be licensed and promoted for now, while Kendrick's Super Bowl performance is expected to feature culturally significant messaging. Easter eggs and potentially shocking imagery. Fans are also hoping to see glimpses of his humor and lighter side, something DJ Head says has been hidden under the serious tones of his recent work. Should Kendrick perform Not Like Us, it could be seen as a bold move, further solidifying his artistic dominance amidst the ongoing legal battle with Drake. Let me know if you'd like further analysis on the legal dynamics. Drake's defamation lawsuit against Kendrick Lamar and UMG regarding Not Like Us hinges on shaky grounds, particularly as UMG continues to emphasize their neutral role as a distributor for both artists. The lawsuit argues that the song defames Drake and harms his reputation, but UMG maintains that any grievance should be addressed directly with Kendrick, as their role is merely promotional. The allegations in Not Like Us build on pre-existing narratives about Drake, which he has acknowledged in his own music and that have been widely discussed online prior to the song's release. Furthermore, Drake's claim of financial harm is undermined by his sustained popularity, with his streaming numbers and chart performance remaining strong, without concrete proof of brand or financial damage, such as a sponsorship deal ending. Due to the song, his argument lacks substantial weight. Meanwhile, Kendrick's potential Super Bowl performance of the track appears plausible, as the lyrics avoid direct accusations and rely on ambiguous phrasing, making it difficult to prove defamation. With Kendrick currently dominating Spotify streams and holding strong cultural relevance, his ability to perform at such a prestigious event without legal hindrance seems likely, leaving Drake's legal efforts as more of a symbolic stance than a practical threat. Want this broken down into smaller pieces or reworded further? Kendrick Lamar's potential Super Bowl performance sparks debates about whether he'll include Not Like Us in his set list, especially given the song's...
Could y'all imagine if Kendrick Lamar does not perform Not Like Us at the Super Bowl? Would you feel let down if that did not happen? Because I will. Let me know in the comments. How would you feel if Kendrick did not perform Not Like Us?
Controversial themes and its role in Drake's ongoing defamation lawsuit. While Kendrick might choose to avoid any direct references to the song's most inflammatory lyrics, it's likely he could rework or present parts of it in a way that focuses on its broader message of moral and personal principles. Historically, Kendrick has performed politically charged lyrics, even under censorship pressure, as seen in his All Right performance. However, addressing allegations of being a PDF indirectly, even through vague lyrics, might be too contentious for a Super Bowl audience. Instead, Kendrick is expected to lean on his proven hits, potentially offering a medley of iconic tracks like DNA, Humble, All Right, and Mad City. Collaborating with SZA, a performance of All the Stars is highly anticipated, as it's their most celebrated cinematic anthem. Additionally, with Kendrick embarking on a historic stadium tour, including 2 nights in Drake's hometown of Toronto, something Drake himself hasn't achieved, he'll likely save full performances of Not Like Us for his concerts, where the context is less constrained. Fans hoping for an overt jab at Drake during the Super Bowl may be left wanting, but Kendrick's overall dominance and upcoming tour provide plenty of opportunities to showcase his artistry on his terms. Kendrick Lamar's potential Super Bowl setlist and performance are generating a lot of speculation, with many fans predicting a mix of high-energy anthems and culturally significant moments. While collaborations like Luther or 30 for 30 might be possibilities, their slower, reflective tones seem ill-suited for the high-energy Super Bowl stage. Instead, Kendrick could open with a calm, introspective track, similar to how he did on Euphoria, before transitioning into more celebratory and dynamic songs. Tracks like Family Ties or N95 seem more fitting for their high energy anthemic vibes, with Family Ties even offering an opportunity to bring out Baby Keem that guests like Schoolboy Q, Absol, or J Rock might also join Kendrick for tracks like Man of the Year, though any performed song would need to resonate as globally recognized or as a high energy anthem. Songs from the GNX album, such as TV Off, could make an appearance, potentially featuring guest spots like Lefty Gunplay or Mustard, given the track's citywide significance and production style. A smooth transition from TV Off to Not Like Us would make sense, showcasing two of Kendrick's most recent anthems. Tyler, the Creator, LA's second.
I definitely, I'm not really concerned about his song choices because Kendrick is strategic. He knows what he's going to do. I think we're definitely going to hear some GNX songs up in there. Definitely. That to me, that's a classic album. That GNX album is a classic album. And he can go with any one of those songs off of there. Man at the Garden ain't as fast paced, but when you're doing performances like that, they change tempos on songs all the time. So I'm not even worried about the tempo. But he ain't a kid. He ain't a rookie to this. He's been doing this for years, so I know he's gonna bring his thing. So that ain't got me worried about nothing. People worried about who he gonna be performing with, if it's gonna be worth it. Nah, I believe whatever K-Dot choose to do when it comes to the Super Bowl performance, it's gonna be dynamic, and he's gonna put out the best show, one of the best hip hop shows we've probably ever seen. And ain't just a bunch of dudes running around yelling.
Second biggest artist could also make a cameo for a performance of Chromo, Parolic, or Sticky. Beyond the music, Kendrick is expected to infuse his performance with powerful visuals and messages, themes of unity, cultural heritage, and anti-violence initiatives.
I think that was, a lot of people want to go with Lil Wayne. There was, it was a little uproar for a little bit, but I think Kendrick was picked for a reason. Being the first solo hip hop artist, I think that what they wanted was to make sure hip hop was actually represented the right way. Not saying that Lil Wayne didn't represent hip hop the right way. Well, he kind of doesn't. And the one thing you can say about Kendrick when it comes to hip hop, he's original. There's no ghostwriter nothing added on to that. There's no labels when it comes to things like that. All these other artists to me are compromised. So the fact that Kendrick was picked for the Super Bowl, a lot of people were bashing Jay-Z and all this stuff. But when Jay-Z look at the way everything is built, I mean, to be the first solo rap artist, I think K-Dot got it because he's the purest of what's left. He knows, or I could say he hasn't been the watered down version of Drake and these other artists. To me, Kendrick is turning a lot of these people TV off because they're starting to see that they're not authentic, they're not real, they don't write their own music. And when it comes to hip hop, that's where you separate the line.
Which he's championed recently, could be emphasized through imagery or guest appearances by lesser.
I think Tommy the Clown gonna be at the Super Bowl too. I could see Tommy the Clown at the Super Bowl. K-Dot he ain't leaving that dude behind. That dude's done too much for the West Coast for him to leave him behind. I guarantee Tommy the Clown gonna be up there.
Known artist from the GNX project. With SZA confirmed as a guest, TDE representation will likely play a significant role, further cementing the performance as a celebration of Kendrick's roots and influence. Fans are eager to see how Kendrick uses the stage to balance his artistry, heritage, on the larger-than-life spectacle of the Super Bowl. Kendrick Lamar's upcoming Super Bowl performance is being viewed as a monumental opportunity to elevate not just hip-hop, but LA culture itself to a global stage. He's expected to offer a vivid representation of his roots, bringing his culture, neighborhood, and the essence of his background into the spotlight, all while showcasing the artistry and significance of hip-hop. The performance will likely be a creative, elevated showcase of LA's sound and its cultural impact, solidifying Kendrick's role as a pioneer in a hip-hop renaissance. Kendrick has consistently maintained the essence of the culture with his powerful, thought-provoking lyricism and positive messaging, and he's poised to do this on the biggest stage he's ever had, the Super Bowl. Unlike performances focused on popular mainstream energy, Kendrick will bring his unique brand of lyrical depth and cultural unity, pushing hip-hop to new heights. This isn't just about showcasing his accomplishments, it's about using the platform to influence the genre's trajectory on a global level. His performance will prioritize artistry, empowerment, and cultural pride, giving a glimpse of LA and hip-hop's evolution to an audience that might not even be familiar with the genre. After his Super Bowl performance, Kendrick will embark on a massive 2025 stadium tour, marking the beginning of an intense year for him and the genre. His forthcoming creative work and new music will likely further this trajectory, proving that Kendrick's influence is poised to change the course of hip-hop for years to come. This isn't just a performance, it's a cultural moment that will leave a lasting impact. Fans expect a powerful visual and musical experience that won't shy away from reflecting Kendrick's legacy, marking a major turning point for hip-hop and music in general. Law Breeze and Gentlegram's Kendrick Lamar Is Not Like Us is
Well, that was by Rap Royalty, Kendrick Lamar. And let me tell you something. When the way that video went off, and you could see Kendrick is getting ready for one of the biggest stadium tours and Super Bowl and all this stuff. And when I see that, I feel a little bad for Aubrey, because I think these are the things Aubrey imagined when he decided to go into the beef with Kendrick, where he saw him cashing in and getting that 600 mil or whatever he was looking for. And I'm sure, well, I can't say I'm sure, because knowing K Dot, he probably already knew all this was coming when he probably wrote everything out and says, hey, I'm going to lure him in, I'm going to fight him, I'm going to beat him, and I'm not sure if he knew he was going to get the Super Bowl, but I'm pretty sure a lot of these tours and things he already had planned to come out in 2025. But like Rap Royalty TV just said, he's going to have a massive year in 2025. And this could even propel him into 2026, because I'm sure right after the stadium tour, I could see a world tour going up, because the rest of the world's going to say, hey, what about us? We want to be seen. We want to be heard. We got money to spend. And Scissor album drop. So I could see this going on for another 2 years. By that time, Drake probably still won't drop any new music because he's fighting UMG. But K-Dot is definitely going to change hip-hop forever. He already has, in my eyes. And what he kind of did was help weed out the fakes and the lames. So right here, it's going to be your next video right here next to Elmo. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the video, and leave your comments. Peapod Cove, I'll see you on the next one.